Alright guys, today I'm going to show you guys how to make that extended magazine for the Pistelle X68, and same thing applies for the Intrubuster from Mercury Rise. Got this one from Defense Innovations, but yeah, I've showed you in the past recently in videos and then plus in the groups. Um, I show you that I modified a mag with a carbon fiber extension I put on. So yeah, if you can see, I got the magazine, that's the follower. It's just extended down, it's turned in here. So the spring's in there, it's cocked right now. You can see that. Oh, come on, cameras. Anyways, so that's the part that's going to go into the bottom. And now here's the actual magazine. Now, there's just there's a piece here on the side that you remove it, you pull it out, it slides out. Hold on, what did I do with those parts? I got them. Anyways, in order to get the spring out in the follower, there's a piece here on the side of your magazine. It's like a little sliding part. It's kind of similar to a PPQ mag, a 43 cal mag. It just opens up and then the spring will come out. So just leave all that hardware off. You don't need any of that for this mod. You just need a spring. So whatever size your magazine is, just make sure your spring goes inside the follower, and it's about at least as long as the magazine. If you only have like a skinny little thin wire, then I don't know, you gotta be careful too how much you go down, how much spring you use, because it'll limit your space too. So, but anyways, this is the actual magazine part here. So, and then you can see it has the, oh come on, I hate this camera. I think it's my lighting. Hold on. Yeah, if you can see, I got these little holes here and they're threaded. You really don't have to thread this part, but for these bolts, it's best you do. Yeah, I'll get to those in a second, but yeah, I can't get a close enough picture to see. Yeah, but anyways, that's what's holding the magazine in. Like, I could have went and Gorilla glued it in, but anyways, now that's that part. Now, this is the actual magazine itself. So once you take all that slide piece and everything off, this is what you're left. Now, I just continued to cut straight through this, so that way it lines up with your tube. So now you got the thing that comes here, the follower, and the little knob. Just dig out a little thing for it. And yeah, as long as you want to make yours. With this magazine, it's capable of 10 rounds plus one ball and deck, so 11. And then yes, if you look under here, if you look down there, you'll notice that there's grooves, kind of like a threaded barrel, but it's not twisted. So basically, this part of the barrel will not go in here yet. It does not slide in. So you have to take a Dremel, and I had the bit here somewhere. This little guy I used. Yeah, I used this guy right here. So what I did was in my Dremel, I just went around the edge, and all you have to do is file basically those, just enough material so it's like the grooves. You're basically getting a little bit of the grooves out. So it's just enough. So you got a lip here going all the way around. There's an edge. You can can see, there's an edge, so that's gonna, your barrel's gonna butt up against that edge. So it's gonna look just like this. So there you go, you got like this and then straight in. And see, it's gonna come to a stop. I mean, you can go a little further up if you want, but not really necessary. I went up to the distance of where all that thick meat is, all the way around. So pretty much that far up in. Just enough so I can get the bolts or the screws. These are just Phillips pan heads, and the screws I'm using are these guys. They're little M2 bolts. See, so they're M2, they're metric, M2 thread. I think it's M2 by 1. I'm not sure. Just look up M2 threads on Amazon or any hardware store. And these are pan heads. Oh, I hate this camera. Pan heads. Look at that. It goes in and out, in and out. So yeah. And then they're just Phillips. So these are M2s. And then for your drill bit, yeah, or if you could just get let me see, if you can find an M2 drill bit and tap all in one, so that you have a drill bit on the tip and then it'll go into a tap on just, it's all in the same bit, and then you can drill through and then tap the hole at the same time. Or where this is an M2, go get yourself a 1.5 millimeter drill bit, and then yeah, you can drill straight through. You line the tube up inside, you can, and then just drill straight through at the same time. And then when you're screwing in the thread, it'll actually force a 1/2 millimeter thread into the plastic and then into the tube. But like I said, this tube part doesn't really need a thread. I threaded it anyway, just for the heck of it. But yeah, this is the one that needs a thread, because you don't want your screws ever to come pulling out. So once it goes through this is what holds it in, all the meat. You see how you got all that meat there you got to go through? There's lots of meat to go through. So for the first mag you guys see me shooting the video, it only had 2 of them. It had a little bit of side wobble, so I went and I put all these ones in just to make sure. And that way it's really solid now once you get all these in. My original plan was to just recess a hole and then Gorilla Glue it, but I figured over time with all its spring tension and the fact I put a little bit stronger of a spring, and yeah, my spring goes down just like a couple of rings past the end. So once you fit it in and everything, it'll hang out that much, just a little bit. But it's a thick spring, so it's got some kick to it. So yeah. And then, so basically, yeah, you can just use like a 1.5 or a 1.7 millimeter drill bit to drill your hole, and then you tap it with the M2 with the screws. You can screw the screws right in. I would take the screws out first, and then you could take these and then thread it through, and then put it up in again where your pre-drilled holes already were in this part. And then that way, because if you're not aligned in any way, shape, or form, you'll start pushing on the carbon fiber, and if you keep going and you don't notice it, you can crack it and fracture it. So just be careful. Yeah, so once we get this up in place, I got this little Phillips screwdriver here. These are ready to go. Now I'll do an opposite corner. And you don't want to go too far in with your screws. Just enough to get in the material, the carbon fiber. There, as you can see, it's pretty solid. Let's see here. Where's my light? You can always look down. You just look down the barrel with your light just to see if there's any springs sticking out or is any of the screws coming out. And I barely got them going through so I can go more. Now, if you drill too far in with one of the screws, you'll know it because once your spring gets to here, it'll get stuck and you'll have problems. So that means you went too far through. You just have to go in just enough so it's flush with the inner side, with the inside. Yeah, I'm just checking here again with the light. It's critical that you get this right. That way you don't ever have to do it again. And if you ever, like, this is solid as is. There's no wiggle, no jiggle. But if you ever don't feel comfortable, you can always, I mean, there's no need to. Like, it's threaded tight. These are, like, really secure and tight in here. So, but if you ever want to, you can always glue them down as well, too. Or put Loctite inside them. But there's absolutely no need. If you ever build one, you'll see what I mean. Like, it's just so modular. And then I can always undo this, take this out, and then put the old hardware back on and the old spring. And we're good to go. No damage, no harm. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Let's see if we got it. If we got it right, I'll be able to go all the way up. Yep, so we're good. I got this little thing here I made, a little jigger, but the tape's coming apart, so it's giving me issues, but see right there, it's jamming on that section, but see what I mean, guys? We're passing through nice, so our screws aren't too far in. And I mean, these screws are in there nice. It's threaded, all the plastic's threaded, the carbon fiber tube's threaded. Like, you can't even grab these with your fingers. It's just not possible, man, unless you're like Hercules. Fuck. But yeah, guys, you can make your mag tube now any length you want. Like, this is capable now. This is basically 11 round shot gun, or shots. So, I even tried, I did the 25 grammer, and our last shot number 10 was 47 joules. And the first one was 64 joules. You can see I got a barrel extension. I got the little shroud, the barrel shroud, from Dan Sterling sent it out to me. And then, yeah, I made this setup here, guys. This is, you've already seen this before. I've already showed it off, but this allows you to run a 88 gram or, you don't need an 88 gram. That's just overkill. You can run a 30, any threaded CO2. So 16, 20, 25, 33, 38. Any one of those is good. But for this build, I did the 25 gram CO2, and I had 9 extra shots after, so empty after this. So consider only, so basically, yeah, you would have 8 extra shots because I only did 10 shots. But anyways, I did a 20 gram CO2, and the last shot was like, I got it wrote down. It's in another video, but it's coming. But yeah, we're still up in the high 40s. So, yeah, we don't really need a 25 gram. 20 grams perfect for this build. If want to use a 25 gram, like even this, we still shot 6 dry fires after with a 20 gram. So you might even be able to get away with a 16 gram with this type of mag, but I would imagine the shots would be a little bit lower at the end. Like, these shots are still perfect. We're still above the 40 joule mark with this setup. So even on your last shot, shot number 11. So I'm considering extending down to maybe 14 rounds. So I would just have to come 3 more. And then we can make a 14 round extension. I think that would be sick. 14 rounds. But yeah, that would be more capable for the 25 gram or like a 33 gram or something. Like this thing has a plenum, so it's pretty much self-regulated, like a PCP gun, air gun. So like, don't matter what PSI you hook up, what air source, it's just without the barrel setup, stock setup, you're getting 51 joules, roughly everything with 1100 psi, 88 grams CO2, any gram CO2, any kind of CO2. I've tried everything, and Dan's even tried opening up the restriction, and still it made no difference. Everything's in that plenum up there, guys. It's like when you take a PCP rifle and you put 1100 psi onto it, the power ain't going, it's not jumping up. Like if you turn your regulator up high, it ain't doing nothing. There's other tuning and stuff you have to do. But yeah, guys, that's the magazine now. I still gotta paint these screws black, but now that I know it too, I'm not quite done. I'm gonna shorten them as well, so this is what it looks like when they're in perfectly. If I go any further, they'll probably exceed through the mag and it'll stop my spring, so I'm gonna figure out the exact length of them and then I'm gonna cut them down so that way this pan head screw head goes a little bit more closer to the casing of the shell. Yeah, see? I just gotta screw this one screw head right there is now stopping me from getting in. So I just have to shorten that up and we're good. So, yep. That's that, guys. If you haven't seen it yet, go look. I have a video where I shot a couple full mags of this. Great numbers with this setup. 64 joules. No internal modifications at all. Just a barrel extension. Anyways, y'all stay safe, guys. Take care as always.